Hello and welcome to Vettrehabbers from around the world.
Hello.
I have got Barbara Riner on here to join us. Hi,
I
Barbara.
hard to me. Oh,
Welcome to Vettrehabbers from around the world. It is really wonderful to have you on here. Barbara is actually from Switzerland. Can you introduce yourself, Barbara?
yes, I'm 54 years old. I'm a physiotherapist for humans and animals, and I live I have my practice in my own house. Yeah, and I'm married, no children, one dog.
Amazing. So anyone that's watching this will probably notice that I'm talking a little bit slower than usual, and I do usually talk at about 1,000,000 miles an hour. And that is because Barbara is not a native English speaker. So she has asked me to speak slowly. But I have to say that Barbara is absolutely incredible because she speaks like a zillion languages. And I'm so impressed with her English. And I'm sure that any of my English people watching will be like, whoa, she's amazing, because we are notoriously terrible at languages over here. So well done, Barbara. So Barbara, can you just explain what life's like in Switzerland?
Yes, the life is beautiful, and um, it's so easy to live here. We have a beautiful place, and we can take so many action and sports, and uh, most of us have work. We have not many. I don't know this. No work. If you have no work, what's the word?
Unemployment.
Yes, not many. Uh, at the moment, we have Corona. Give no problem, no more problem. It's nice here. Come to see mountains, chocolate, and watch.
It's amazing. I had to ask that question because before we came on live, I was speaking to Barbara about what it was like in Switzerland, and she basically described utopia. And I was like, wow, because I was laughing because she said that it's a small country, and it probably is, I guess. But for us, we always think of Switzerland as such a big, immense place, and certainly a place that was important. And that was what I explained. And then Barbara explained this amazingly lovely place to live. And all I was thinking was, blimey, we're all going to want to go and hot foot it over to Switzerland now to work. So that's an amazing thing to say. And it's amazing that you haven't got much unemployment or anything like that. I mean, that's really fantastic. So excellent. So when did you become a vet rehabber? Because obviously it sounds like you started out working on people. So when did you just make the change and jump over to the animals, which are way better?
Yes, it's 10 years ago.
Wow, so it's a long time.
Mm.
Excellent. So, what made you want to get over to the animal side of things?
That's a funny story. My neighbor is a farmer, and it's a human patient in my practice. And he called me one day, and he says a cow doesn't not get up after birth. And so I go to the farm, and I put my hands on the back of this cow, and I feel a lot of muscle tension, and the vertebra is not the spines are not in line. And so I try to give a massage and press the processus spinosi correct. And then the cow take a deep breath, and I feel the relaxation under my hands. And one day later, the cow is standing in the box. And I continued this treat for 4 days. And this was the point when I know I must more learn. I start looking for schools to learn animal physiotherapist.
Amazing. And that's, I mean, it's a lovely story for sure, isn't it? And those, I can't agree more that like those moments when you make the hugest amount of difference at that moment, it's just that's it, you're gripped, isn't it? And yeah, I remember when I worked on my cow, and Oh, they're such amazing animals, aren't they? And yeah, and they respond really well. So that's a fantastic story, and what a great way of
Yeah,
jumping ship.
yeah,
And so
yeah.
how are you finding it now? Do you prefer the animals overall? Do you still see any people?
Um, Sorry, is this question number three? Or
Yes.
sorry. Um, yes, the work makes me very happy. Um, I don't want to be without this knowledge anymore.
Yeah.
Uh, it's a win-win situation. The humans win over my learning about the dogs, and the other way. It's yeah, it's perfect for me.
Fantastic. So, how do people embrace physio over in Switzerland? The owners, do they like physio, or is it seemed a bit of witchcraft at the moment, or is it, everybody does physio on animals, that's just it?
No, many of my dog patients have owner who are my human patients. To make it
Ah,
easier to come here, because there are no what rehabilitation or gymnastics makes good for the body, and the people have experience about this. Um, Not many owners thinking walking in a forest with a dog after surgery, that's enough. This owner are dying out.
yeah, good, good. So more and more people are wanting physio. That's fantastic, and that's what we need to see. So that's great that in Switzerland it's all coming around as well. That's wonderful. So just to jump on Kiki. Hi, Kiki. Kiki's watching, and she says hello. Thank you so much for saying hello, Kiki. I'm really grateful. So what's the most common patients that you have? I mean, you say you've treated a cow. Are you mostly dogs or horses or?
No, only dogs. Only dogs. No, the horses are cows are no, only dogs. The geriatric dog.
Yeah.
We have many geriatric dog, often with a cauda equina compression or spondylosis. And then the other ones, the TPLO, the elbow dysplasia, biceps tendon irritation. And luckily, for me, many healthy dogs come to me and I look for their muscles and train their fitness and in the underwater treadmill.
Oh, lovely. So that sounds like really it's quite a similar list to everywhere else. So similar type of problems and ailments that you're seeing. And yes, the geriatric dogs are definitely the ones that you get a lot of. And then you are doing some mobility tests and checks as well, which is fantastic. Is that your sporting dogs coming for checkups more?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's fantastic. I mean, that's really great. So, what is the most commonly owned pets in Switzerland? Is it dogs generally, or are people the odd dog and mostly horses? Or
Family dog. I
yeah,
think that's the name of it. The family dog, and but the family dogs are working in sport. Um,
okay.
but I'm happy to treat a couple of police dogs.
Oh, lovely. That's really good. And I mean, I've never checked the demographics. I'm always assumed that everybody has dogs, but it's certainly, you just think, well, maybe there's a country where there's another main pet species, where like cats might flourish or something like that. So I'm yet to come across it. So you say that dogs mostly do sports. Are the dogs mostly pets, or are they mostly kept for sports and working animals? Or does that make sense?
Can you say it again?
Are they mostly pet dogs, just going out for little walks and enjoying life, or are they dogs that tend to be used for agility or other type of sports and working
No,
dogs?
no more at home and walking and
Oh, lovely. That's really good. And what are the main sports in Switzerland? Is it agility that they are really keen on, or is it, Sledging?
No, it's agility. Um, and wait, I have you jump one question. You
Oh,
bring me.
I'm so sorry.
No problem, no problem. Agility, nose work, working dogs for protection, and hunting
Oh,
dogs, water rescue dogs because we have big seas, and dog dancing is very popular.
that's
Um,
good. We have a lot
then
of dog dancing.
we have a small population of protection dog for sheep,
Yeah,
and they live with the sheep in the mountain.
yeah,
Sled dogs because we have snow in the
yeah.
wintertime. And then the rescue dogs they go to earthquake and help. So we have a
Oh.
very specialized people, and they go to everywhere in the world and help with maybe by a earthquake.
Wow, I did not know that. Do you have earthquakes in Switzerland?
No,
No. Okay, so you just, yeah,
small
you're
not,
working them
not
and shipping them out. Okay, that's excellent.
this rescue dog are going to the mountains because I don't know this in English, when a big muscle of snow coming down,
Oh,
and
avalanche.
yes, and then they go search the people.
Wow. I mean, those are such incredible jobs, absolutely incredible jobs, and such a variety of injuries that must come because they're going to be all so different from different terrains and different work. And really interesting about the swimming rescue dogs because, yeah, that's really quite fascinating, isn't it? And not something you think about actually. So, yeah, that's fantastic. Um, So what's the arthritis like? You mentioned that obviously you get a lot of geriatric dogs. So is arthritis quite a big problem in Switzerland?
I don't understand you. Could you help me?
Sorry, it's
Um,
question 11.
11. Thank you. Sorry, people. Oh, arthritis. I always say arthritis. Ah, yes. No, that's not a big problem in Switzerland. It's coming up in the cold water time a little bit, but it's not a big problem. I think in Switzerland we have a great attention to healthy dog appropriated food. No food from the table, and then I think this going better in the body for the dogs when they are
Wow.
have good food to
I
eating.
mean, I agree completely. Good diet is really important, and it's really amazing if you've managed to, like, as a nation, address that, and you're all feeding really well to your dogs. That's really very impressive. I mean, again, Switzerland, just utopia. Absolutely amazing. So, yeah, I mean, because obviously arthritis is such a difficult disease and so common. So, to have all that cold and not to think it's a really big thing is like, wow, that's amazing. So you've got some really good solutions over there. Well done. Very well done. So are owners quite good about doing, investing in their dogs and doing the treatments and the therapies that are needed? It certainly sounds like that.
Yeah, a lot of money is the people give a lot of money for a healthy dog. It I have already said many owners are also coming to the therapy for prevention.
Yeah.
So it's similar. So you make so much for the healthy for your dog or the animal.
And that's what I mean. It's an incredible investment of time as much as anything to decide that you're going to go and get your dog checked even when you don't know that there's something wrong, but it's so important to do that. And so it's really nice that all the Swiss people have already understood how important it is to check up things in advance of them going wrong, so you can sort it out when it's a little issue. It's absolutely amazing. So yeah, well done, that's great. So are there a lot of local referral vets in your area, or is referral not something that's done yet?
And it's a mix of both. Um, They are great innovation animal clinics. Everything is possible. They are specialized. Oh, that's specialized.
Okay.
Are divided on farm animals or on pets. And when you go into this clinic and look around, you can not tell it's a clinic for human or it's a clinic for animal. It's everything is possible there.
Amazing.
And they're the simple so simple the veterinarians who looks for all small pets or the special for the farmer pets.
That's fantastic. So yeah, I mean that's really great that there's no issue with referral level centres. That's fantastic. So do people have to travel a long distance for pet care, or is there quite a lot of it around?
Yeah, usually not. Our country is not big, and there is but there are certainly places in the mountains that are not so close to a veterinarian. But we are the same pictures show you the physiotherapists more in the visit area. No, that's not the right. In the countries, in the like the big countries, and more stay there. So sorry.
That's okay. That's
Then what I
okay.
will say.
No, that's fantastic. I mean, it's great that you've got, that you quite a lot of you. So actually, there's not, a small area. You've got a small country, but you have managed to fill it with animal rehabbers. So amazing, amazing. So yeah, well done. So how do people find the time and motivation to do the rehab plans that are set? Are people quite happy to do all the rehab?
Yeah, they do a lot of their poor friends going physiotherapy is normal.
Amazing. That's honestly, I bet you don't even realize how amazing that actually is, because because you're so used to it, and so you just give out a rehab plan and everybody goes, yeah, I'll do it all. That's incredible, because it's really hard for people to find time for all those sorts of things. So honestly, very, very well done.
In the beginning, they are very have a big motivation to
Yes.
make this rehab plan, and most of them make the exercise maybe a little bit too much. You must say, please go slowly, and
Yeah.
it makes fun to work with this owner and this animal.
Good. So let's talk about pet obesity, because you obviously said that already that pets are not fed from the table and you have good diets. So is pet obesity a big issue over there?
Luckily, not. We have
You.
overweight dogs, but not these dogs and cats. Overweight dogs and cats, but never these very bad cases. I think the veterinarian looks a little bit and say, please be careful, your dog going overweight. Yes.
Okay, that's really good then. You haven't got a big obesity issue. That's amazing. So, but obviously, I would say do be aware of it just in case things change. Because obviously, if you've got a bit of, some cases heading that way, then, you don't want to, as a nation, you need to stay in your utopia and stay amazing, because it's a really big problem here and it's a really big problem in America and in lots of places. So, so yes, so stay firm and fit. So what are your favorite cases to treat?
I never think about that. I realized that I prefer dogs with short hair, so a little bit racist, huh? Many of my patients are Moloshian races. Is this right? Moloshian? So American Staffordshire, Rottweiler, Pit Bull Terrier. Is this Moloshian? I don't know.
I don't know what you mean by Moloshian. Those we would call them bulldog types.
Yes, bulldog types. And but for me, more important that I like the owner.
It's a good point.
Yeah, it's a good point.
If you
The
get on well, you'll be a good team.
Yeah, the disease is not so important for me, and I think I like which other physiotherapists I like puppies in the therapy. So I sent you a picture from puppies here, and that's fun. You have puppies, so your heart going open.
Of course, of course. Who doesn't love a puppy squidgy cuddle? So what is your what's been the coolest thing you've treated so far?
Yeah, it's a veterinarian dog, a chocolate Labrador. It is was 11 years old. Has a cauda equina, hip dysplasia, and muscle atrophy. The vet's wife come to me, and the man didn't know. Since he was not so convinced of physiotherapy, I treat it with massage and passive passive range of motion.
Yes, passive range of motion. Yep.
Yeah, and interference. That's my interference regulation electrotherapy. For third treatment, the vet stands in front of the door with the dog on the leash, and my heart beat and jumped out of my body. He says, I want to know what you do with my dog. And he comes, none of my therapists have help. And now I see my dog and he is much better. And then so
Wow.
I done a new physiotherapy believer.
Exactly. Those are the best cases, aren't they? Where somebody has tried loads of things and it hasn't worked, and then they come to see you, and then, oh, it's an amazing result. And yeah, that does make your heart jump, doesn't it? So well done. That's a good one. Excellent. So if I could ask you to give your top tip for pain management, what would it be?
Yeah, for me, it's like similar to humans. Fitness training. Fitness training with a dog, good core muscle are so important.
Yep.
It's all about posture,
Yep.
and many dogs have no feel for their leg back legs, so he don't know. Oh, I have back legs, and it's very important for me. It's very important that all dogs don't jump out or in the car. Never. Please don't jump out and in the car. This
Well,
this is the best prevention. Yes.
absolutely. So just no, it's fantastic, fantastic advice. At the end of the day, jumping in and out the car can cause endless issues, and having a ramp is a really, really good idea. And actually, ramp training from an early age is a really good idea, so that you're not trying to teach them when they're old and there is a problem. So yeah, it's completely great idea. And also, just to touch on the point you were making about most dogs don't know their back end, because loads of people don't think about that at all, and it's something you have to actually really think about, to but really, as a rule of thumb, dogs just walk with their front legs, and then the back legs just follow on, and they don't really think about their back legs separately.
Yep.
And actually only a few dogs do, and those are the few that do agility or dog dancing. And anybody who does dog dancing, if you're watching, jump on here and do make a comment, because often, like, the dogs will learn to do something separately with their back end, but not all dogs will be able to do that, because you need to teach them first that they have a separate back end that can be worked in a different way. Because even a dog that cocks his leg will be doing it almost through reflex, which is why I sort of say, you get a lot of owners and they've got a bad leg, or they've just had surgery, and yet they're still cocking their leg, standing on the bad leg, and you just think, oh, come on, really? And it's bonkers, but it's because they just don't actually think about their back end at all. It's so funny, isn't it? So yeah.
When I talk to an owner and I say, you must make your dog learn he have a back end, and you go to the and then I show the owner, come on, I show you, and I took my dog and I say, look, go backwards these stairs, upstairs. And then no, it's impossible. Yes, it's impossible. And I talked to Kibaki, please go backward, upstairs. And she moved backwards all steps up. And the
Wow.
owner, big eyes, and, oh, it is impossible. And yeah, it's possible, but you must learn the dog go backwards, or backwards over cavaletti or anything else.
Yeah. No, exactly. And it's great teamwork as well, because you can work with your behaviorist or dog trainer to help, learn some exercises that will help them to do those things, because it's quite incredible, quite incredible. So thank you so much, Barbara. It's been a really, really interesting talk, and your language skills have been incredible. I hope you're proud of yourself, because you have done really well at talking to us and understanding everything. And I have been able to understand everything you said. So well done. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for your tip. And if you'd like to say goodbye, and we're there.
Yeah, thank you. It's a pleasure for me. Thank you very much, Donna. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.